We're live. All right.
Hey everyone.
Okay, people start joining us.
Yep, all good.
Everyone, let me enable chat for attendees.
Okay. Yeah, so hi everyone and welcome. Yeah, welcome to Reply webinar, How to Save 5K on B2B data for your company. And while we are waiting for a few more minutes for other people to join, let's warm up a little bit. Please put in the chats what was the best movie that you watched recently. And by the way, this is the question to Vlad as well, because my experience was really bad in this case. Like in recent months, it was, I can actually mention only one movie that I really like, A Man Called Otto. But what about you, Vlad?
That's a great question. Yeah, let us know in the chat what movie or I don't know, like TV series you watched. Yeah, personally, I watched The Last of Us from HBO. Impressive episode 1 and 2, like a really great show. I don't know, Violent Night. Oh, cool.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't watch, but yeah, definitely take a look. Who else? Yeah, we're just warming up. What is your best movie that you watched recently, guys? Just well, for me, I'd love to know what should be next on
Yeah.
our list. Because I think it was Wakanda Forever and Second Avatar that was my list, like those movies in cinemas, and I was disappointed, 100%. It was kind of not what I expected actually from such movies. Well, I thought it should be kind of a bit better, but probably these are just my feelings about that. So, no movies, really?
Avatar is so long. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
definitely, it's very
have
long.
to be honest. Yeah. Avatar 7. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we have people joining us. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think let's start. And yeah, my name is Olivia. I'm CMO at Reply, sales engagement platform for teams. Please welcome my colleague Vlad Alexienko as their leader at Reply. And feel free to ask questions during this webinar. Just go ahead, put it in chat or the Q&A section. So yeah, we'll have our colleague Maria with us. She will be helping to answer your questions. And yeah, today we gonna talk about a few things. Like number one, we'll do a quick overview of data providers and if you are in the market, so just to provide you with brief insights what to look at. Then we'll go through 5 free creative prospecting and list building strategies, and Vlad will present them. And we'll finish with what's next in B2B databases and what to expect. So before we start, let's do a quick poll. How much do you spend on data in your company per month? Please, Vlad, yeah, please do a poll. Guys, please vote because it's also data that all of you will see that and kind of should be very insightful. And while we wait, Vlad, how is that at Reply now? How much do we spend on data?
Good question. Yeah, we're spending less now, I would say. I will explain in part 2 of our webinar how we did it actually. Because personally, I'm a huge fan of like optimizing my tool stack, tools we use. I'm like a huge fan of searching for new tools, implementing them, and like I'm keen on finding those both like cost-effective and good quality products. And yeah, let's see. Now, okay, so okay, we have. Let's wait a few more seconds. We have lots of answers here. Okay, what do you think? What is the most? Oh, you see the results, right?
What do you mean? The polls?
Yeah, of the poll.
I see it's like that I should select an option there. I don't see what it
You
be.
don't see. Well, what do you think?
Yeah,
What
the
is
result.
the most?
Oh my God, I think it's kind of more. Oh, okay, per month. So it's the third option from 500 to 1K. Yeah.
Okay, let's see the result.
No.
Not really. Like, okay, so sounds like a majority of people spend, salespeople spend approximately $100 to $500 per month for their B2B databases. That's great, impressive. And yeah, both 20 and 20% spend 100 or something between 500 and $1,000. Oh wow, that's a lot. And there are some people who spend even more than 1K per month. Awesome.
Yeah,
all right.
That's insightful. Thank you, Vlad. Thank you, everyone, for voting. And definitely the tactics that Vlad will share today will help you save on data. But let's first take a look at the data providers. So if you are on the market for a B2B data provider, you definitely need to evaluate the following factors to select the best solution for you. The first factor is data coverage. Well, you definitely need someone, a solution that will provide a high quality demographic data like geography, age, economic characteristic, marital status, firmographic data like revenue of the company, size of company, number of employees, rounds of raised investments, and stuff like that. Technographic data is about what technology or software that in use in company. Intent data or online behavior of people in this segment that can be also used for targeting and for your outreach. And industry specific data. The first four points in the first factor is kind of relate to generic data providers. So let's say a good data provider should be able to provide with demographic, firmographic, technographic, and intent data. As for industry specific, this refers to something that is kind of specific to a niche, the information that you actually cannot find from general data providers. Then the second factor is the product complexity. Modern data providers can be, let's say, provide only a data solution, or it can be a complex solution that is built on top of data. Like imagine a data platform that also allows to automate lead generation or lead qualification process, or automate sales engagements, or provide a component for data science or modeling. I need to note here that according to Forrester, most companies on the market working with multiple data providers. And Forrester referred to a generic providers and industry specific, so that a company can be supplied with the most accurate and the most the fullest data that it needs. But let's proceed. The third factor is integrations. Well, you definitely want to automate your data flow and get data in the system that is in use. Well, CRMs or marketing automation, account-based marketing systems, customer data platform or data management platforms. Then, if you are in search for your data provider, you should ask a candidate, right, a potential data provider about the data sources. Do they use proprietary sources like crawlers, emails, opt-ins, or they are reselling data, which is also fine, but you need to know that. Or they are aggregating data from multiple sources like directories, websites, or publicly available sources. And last but not the list, of course, is the price. And you want to take a look at providers that start with free or freemium monetization and go then proceed to entry level that we estimate as less than 600 per year, premium that is less than 5K per year, or enterprise that is more than 5K per year. I need to say that free or freemium doesn't mean that the data will be of bad quality. No, it's not. And well, during this webinar will prove that there are options to get the data for free, or just use a premium platform that with the high quality data. And we also announced that Vlad did a great job and researched B2B data marketplace and created a list of 54 B2B data tools that is available via this QR code. So please scan it or use the link that I'm about to share right now in chat. Yep, here we go. So 54 B2B data tools that you can segment on various parameters. So Vlad accumulated data on categories, on pricing, on credits, integrations, is there a free package, is there Chrome extension, and so on and so forth. So if you're in the market, this will be a helpful source of information for you. And yeah, Vlad, stop sharing, giving a share to you, because this is your part for the strategies. Give me a second. Yep, I'm stop sharing, so you can do that.
Let me send the link because you sent it to the panelists. Just a second. We'll share the link. Everyone, okay, here we go. Yeah, enjoy the link. I spent like a few Saturdays working on this. Yeah, so you can filter this database based on like integrations, price per 100 contacts, number of G2 crowd reviews, etc., average score on G2, etc. So bunch of great data points, and you can always find a solution that will suit your needs. So right, let me share the screen and yep, here we go. And today I will share 5 free creative prospecting strategies, and basically that's how you can save on B2B data, including like contacts, accounts, and so on, like the additional data points. So that's how you can save some money for your company or for your business. I think you will enjoy this. This is going to be a sequence of mini demos, I would say, and tools. So yeah, we will of course send the recording. We will send this presentation after all, and you will be able to try all these tools yourself. Okay, number 1 is of course email finders. This is the most popular request. How can I find wallet emails for free or reduce our cost here? Of course, it's email finders. I will suggest you to try named email. It's a free Chrome extension from Reply. You can just specify first name, last name, domain, and we will find a wallet email address for you. Here's how it works. You can just go to your Gmail and type full name of a prospect, their domain, URL, and that's it. We will try to find a wallet email address for you. As we can see, Oleg has 2 email addresses. So yeah, this is the very first hack, but you can say, okay, this is not scalable. Of course, there are some tricks how you can make it scalable. Here's how we do this in Reply. For example, there are a few tools that can help you with this. For example, you are an SDR or I don't know, a BDR or a salesperson, and you need to find, let's say, 100 new contacts on LinkedIn. So here's how we can do this. Let's say we need, I will choose some random people here. We can push those contacts to spreadsheet. There is a great extension called Get Magical. You can install it or Google Chrome, and here's how it works. You can basically specify only once data points you want to transfer from LinkedIn page to Google Spreadsheets. For example, we have a few columns: company, first name, last name, and website, for example. So I want to, Melissa, I want to push first name, last name, company name to this spreadsheet like rows. I can specify first name. I can specify, oops, sorry, it's company name. Company name, then first name, then last name, and I need just to do it once. And now I can go to a new like LinkedIn profile, and I can click, I need data from this person. Then I can, I don't know, go to the next one, and it's here. Okay, so I have this data here, and I need to find, let's say, websites for them. I can do it manually, or visit all these websites manually and specify a new column website, but there is another great extension called Cargo. It's a quite new extension. We will talk about it more, but here's how it works. You can call this Cargo extension, and you can use, of course, some kind of AI. It's a GPT-3 AI. You can ask, we can write a prompt asking for some kind of data we want, right? For example, what is the domain of this company? We use company as a variable, and we can specify domain only. Now we can preview our data. It's reply.io. Okay, it works. We can now run the script for all our rows, from 2 to 6, and output will be website, which is column D. Website, we click run. It will take some time to run this script. Right, let's find. Interesting. Doesn't work right now, I guess. It's okay. It will actually eventually run my my like prompt, and you will see the list of websites here. And then we can just write another like formula, concatenate first and last name. Then we can drag and drop it, and we will have a full list of prepared snippets for our named email request. And then we will find emails at scale, like for free. All right, for some reason it doesn't work. Interesting.
Vlad, there are two questions about the current experience. The first one is, where can you find the Cargo extension?
We can go to extensions, add-ons, get add-ons, and then type Cargo, and it's going to work. There are a bunch of predefined prompts like classification. You can even write personalized emails using this extension, which is cool. Bunch of classification tasks like categorize companies, personas, job titles, etc. So you can do whatever you want. It's basically a GPT-3 powered extension, I would say. Okay, what's else?
And the second was, what was the extension before you mentioned Cargo?
Oh, it's Get Magical. I will proceed with my presentation. Okay, it's getmagical.com. It's a free extension as well, and you can do bunch of like repetitive. You can automate bunch of repetitive tasks. You can automatically like push data from LinkedIn to Gmail to Salesforce, You can grab data from Zoom info, as you can see here. So super cool extension. I will recommend it to all salespeople and SDRs out there who need to manually go through all these links. I feel you. So that's why I love it. All right. When it comes to email finders, of course, you can try Reply. It's a Chrome extension as well. You can try Clearbit, Named Email, Get Prospects, Scrap, Hunter, Casper, Seamless AI. Give them a try and pick the one you like. And yeah, it will work. All of these extensions are great, and I would recommend you to give them a try. Okay, let's move on. Now, technographics, Hunter.io. Okay, typically they say that technographics data is expensive. When we look at like enterprise level tools, they will say you have to pay extra to get this information. But there are a bunch of tools that allows you to find companies based on technographics for free, like the Hunter.io. If you visit their website, there is an option called Tag Lookup, and you can find companies that use specific technology. For example, you are a marketing agency or software development agency that targets, I don't know, Shopify stores, right? So you can find those companies that use Shopify, primarily e-commerce companies. Then you can create your list, and you will get the list of companies that use Shopify as their e-commerce platform, for example. There are a bunch of different tools. That's how you can win customers or your competitors, and so on. So yeah, so that's why you don't have to pay for super expensive enterprise level tool to grab technographics information. For example, built with similar tech, Hunter, Webalizer, WhatRuns, Nerdy Data. They all allow you to find this information almost for free, I would say. For example, if we visit Reply.io website and I use WhatRuns, now I can figure out what technologies are installed on our website and personalize my outreach based on these. For example, Albatross, Drift, Facebook Pixels, probably we have some ads or Bing ads. So that's how you can personalize, I don't know, outreach to Olivia saying, hey, I noticed you use Bing ads, Facebook, how about, I don't know, LinkedIn ads, I don't know. So that's
and by the way, yes, we do. So this is just an approval that, prove that it's true.
Yeah, so yeah, you can personalize your call outreach based on technologies, right? All right, so here's a list of these tools. And number 3, I love these probably like the most no-code tools and how they can help you with prospecting, outreach, etc. Personally, I love rose.com, and I will show you a few use cases. How actually to save money on other tools, right? Relying on roles. For example, find domain by company name. Imagine you have, I don't know, a manager or your CMO said, okay, here's a list of companies. We need you to send them emails, but you have just company name, right? There is a formula that allows you to find domains just having company name. For example, there's an action called find domain, and then I can find all domains right away. That's how we can start our prospecting, because having domain, we can find lots of data points, having just domain. For example, we can proceed with company name cleaning, right? For example, here's the list of companies with the, .inc, LC, etc. with I don't know, with a short description. So you can use this company name as a variable in your sequence, because that's how your prospects know that you use some kind of email automation and you didn't do your homework, right? So yeah, we can ask again ChatGPT to make company name clean, remove all unnecessary words, and here's how it works. Just a second. Okay, there we go. And now we have clean company name. Or it didn't work here, but of course, it's again when we use ChatGPT and products based on ChatGPT or GPT-3, it's all about the right prompt. You need to figure out right prompt. That's how you can improve the result itself. Okay, now we can clean company names. Okay, then we can enrich data and do some prospecting. For example, okay, so here's the list of those domains, right? Now we can enrich this data. So here's the website. We can ask rows to get company details based on website. Here's the list of data points they provide me with, for example, company name, logo, founded here, industry, number of employees, location, country, LinkedIn. So now I have more data points for my cold outreach, like industry, number of employees, location. So I can use those data points, right? We can proceed even further, right? For example, I can pull some third-party APIs through rows.com. So I can connect my HubSpot account and search this company in the HubSpot, in my HubSpot instance, right? So we run a search, and as you can see, we have like 16 contacts from this specific company. So maybe it's a bad idea to get in touch with this prospect, right? I also pulled lifecycle stage from my HubSpot or status or whatever you want. And as you can see here, it's sales qualified lead, it's opportunity. So as an SDR, there is no need to spend time on working on this account, right? Because it's already an opportunity, or maybe it's already existing customer. So that's how you can remove contacts or accounts from your list. Now we have city. I've already found some contacts from these companies. And now we can pull another API with example Hunter, and we can find emails right away. Right? Then we can verify those emails using zero bounds, for example, and run this action again. And we now we can make sure that we have a list of wallet emails, right? So we can remove unwallet or catch-all emails. So here's how we started with almost nothing, having just company name, and now we can personalize emails. We can use these data points in our sales engagement platform, or we can remove existing customers from HubSpot based on HubSpot data, and so on. So bunch of tasks you can do in.
Hold on, there is a question from Mark. Is this out of the box in rows, or is this reply data being pushed through rows?
No, it's already pre-built integrations. Yes, there are a bunch of pre-built integrations in rows, but you can call any external API using this action. You can connect any API you want, like, I don't know, Clearbit, ZoomInfo, whatever you want. Not even your internal API in your company, I don't know. So it can be anything. And that's how you can build, like, logic around list building, data enrichment, data cleaning, and so on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we connected third-party APIs, checked HubSpot lifecycle stage, found emails, verified them, enriched them, and what personas they target. Okay, so let me see. All right, that's it for no-code prospecting. When it comes to tools, of course, Rose, Clayrun, it's an alternative tool. They have lots of integrations with specifically with sales tools and data tools like Clearbit, Hunter, etc. So you can just connect them together, build a list, and manipulate your data right away. So rows, Clay, Airtable, Zapier, Phantom Buster, Texel, lots of great tools there. And number 4, I would say AI prospecting based on ChatGPT or GPT-3. And I also prepared a few examples here. Number 1, we can categorize our responses based on like on text. For example, we can say ChatGPT classify the sentiment of this email between interested, not now, unsubscribe, remove, etc. So that's how we can use it. For example, by the way, you can connect ChatGPT or GPT-3 to your Zapier account or Rose or Clay, and you can for example, you can write this app. When you get a new email, classify it. If not interested, to do nothing. If interested, then move to a new sequence or notify me in Slack right away. So that's how you can build a logic around this. Or maybe if you have, I don't know, a category called interested in meeting, you can send an email right away with the link to your calendar, etc. So it's all about you. So you can classify responses. You can do some data enrichment tasks that will require lots of manual work. So typically they rely on, I don't know, on contractors, on Upwork to do this for your SDRs. But now you can do this right away in rows. For example, you can send the list of prospects to your Upwork contractor and say, hey, here's a list of 1,000 domains. I need a few data points, unique data points, like whether or not they have integrations on a website, whether or not they have an API page, or etc. So now you can ask ChatGPT about this. For example, here's a prompt. Does HubSpot integrate with Salesforce? Now I have a response. Yes, HubSpot does integrate with Salesforce. And now we can just run this for all rows. Yes, Pandadoc does integrate with Salesforce. Yes, Zapier does integrate with Salesforce. No, Airtable does not integrate with Salesforce. But by the way, they do, but for some reason it's false negative response. So that's how you can quickly automate some, you can get some unique data points for your cold outreach, right? And previously it could took you months or days or weeks to grab this, to pull this information. Now it takes just seconds. For example, you can ask, do they have an API page? Do they have pricing page? Do they offer free trial, etc.? We can even find contacts, by the way. Here's a prompt. Who is CTO at? And here's just website. And it provides an answer, right? So we can run it again. Here we have the list of basically contacts here. So there is no need to manually search those contacts, right? We can write even icebreakers or cold emails. Here's an example. Here's a list of LinkedIn URLs. I specified a prompt. I sell reply.io, write a personalized icebreaker for cold email for and this LinkedIn URL, and it writes this icebreaker. Also, I asked, like, I sell reply.io, what are the 3 top challenges for this contact or this account in 2023 in terms of sales and revenue, and like write how reply could help with this, right? So in this case, ChatGPT grabs information about reply, about this contact, about this account, and tries to match some things like challenges, customer retention, revenue, and how reply can help with this, right? We can automate sales and marketing outreach, identify upsell opportunities, etc. So yeah, you can write icebreakers, cold emails, we can also again have some play around with other, I would say, data enrichment questions and prompts. For example, here's prompt. Okay, here's it. So I asked, based on their website, what personas and departments they target, for example, and instantly I know their ICP, their buyer personas, and so on. So that's how we can use this information, you know, for some kind of lead gen services. I know, just an idea. And here's a question: what this company does in 10 words max. So that's how we use this information for, I don't know, cold outreach as well. Hey, I noticed 15.5 is a real-time performance management software. Yeah, so a bunch of use cases, I would say. Okay, chat questions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vlad, you can go ahead. I was about to help you, but if you are in chats already, so yeah, please go ahead.
Is this raw spreadsheet available for access, or where can we find resources to build something like this for our business? Yes, you can use rows. It's free. Like they have a free and freemium tires, and you can get started from there. And I don't know. Yeah, you can give it a try. How does how does email verification works? You can, it pulls data from a third-party integration from Zero Bounds. It's Zero Bounds. It's email verification platform. So you can, yeah, you see there's an action called verify emails. I specify email, and here's email status. So it's a third-party integration.
Vlad, I was thinking, can you share the link to your rows tables that you are showcasing?
Yeah, I can share it.
I think it will be helpful. Thank you.
I can share it. Okay, let's see. Share. Okay, I will figure out how to do this. Okay, we will send this later, I would think. Okay, but yeah, we can do this, of course. All right, and when it comes to tools, again, I specified cargo, spreadsheet add-on. You can do the same things in your spreadsheet, of course. So here it is. You can specify the same prompts for cargo, and you will get pretty much the same results. So I don't want to spend too much time here, but you can do this. All right, and here's a list of tools you can use. Again, Rose, Clay, they also have an integration with GPT-3, Zapier. They offer an integration with GPT-3 and Cargo. And some writing tools like WriteSonic, it's ChatGPT style tool, I would say, and FlowWrite for writing emails. And number 5 is reply data. So I think Olivia will share more details on this.
Sure, thank you, Vlad. Let me share my screen now. Okay, yeah, so reply data is the new product at Reply that is a database, B2B database of contacts and basically 140 million contacts that we are building right now, and this product will be free products. So Vlad, let's do a demo. Let who you want me to target. Give me the parameters.
Good question. I was about to reply back to Josh, but okay. So yeah, you can. Let's try replies.
Sorry, Josh.
Yeah. Let's try replies ICP. Let's try industry computer software.
Okay.
computer software from department sales, seniority, vice president, manager, and email status is wallet.
Okay, so department sales. Okay, here we go. Yep. It's seniority. So yeah, Vlad mentioned, okay, let's do C-level, vice president, director. Okay, let's see. Okay, from United States. And yeah, apply the filter. As you can see, reply data offers 70,000 contacts with that match these criteria. And what we can do here, so basically, I can just click here to real details, and I can save this contact to reply, or can do a batch save and reveal details for this list of people, and then move them to reply. Let's say I want to move them to a list that I already created for this purpose. Let's see a webinar and a sequence that, well, I can also select a sequence, let's say, to move contacts right away and start my outreach. But for this purpose, let's just do a list. All right. Yeah, then the cool thing that we can actually save filters here, so that they will be like easy. You can return to reply data and use the same filter if you like the results. So let's say I have a filter, sales directors. Okay. And this filter will appear here. So in the list of my filters, here we go, which is also kind of very convenient. Also, what I can do, so I found contacts, I saved them to reply. My next step can be, okay, here is my list called webinar. I have a list of people that I found, I see it there. What I can do here, I can select them all and export to a CSV file. So here, from there, I can do whatever I want with them. Let's say import them to rows and enrich the data additionally, or just move them to another sequence. Or I can do it even better. I can use an integration that is offered in reply and send them directly to a CRM system. For this, I created a filter called webinar, like this. So I used a list webinar and created a filter based on that, so that when I go to integrations and let's say I want to move the people I just found to my HubSpot, what I can do here is, okay, so people in reply, filter and rules, and I load filter that is, okay, webinar. Here we go. And the integration is set. Of course, a part of reply, you can, in reply integration, you can use either Zapier or Integrately or Make to create your whatever workflow you need between reply and the system in use. So this is the data, and the coolest part, I think I'm sharing just, give me a second, I'm sharing just one screen. So, okay, yeah, I'll be sharing screen. So for reply data, as I mentioned, the best part is that it's free. So we encourage you to type reply.io/data and join the waitlist. Currently, it's a waitlist, but we already provide access on first come first served basis. It's a huge database, 140 million contacts, and we are constantly adding new contacts there. Native integrations, handy Chrome extension, all there. So please encourage you to try it out and yeah, just provide us feedback. And Vlad, Mike, back to you. What's next in B2B databases? I'm stopping to share my screen, so you can do that.
Mhm. Okay, someone already asked about technographics. All right. What's next in B2B databases? Um, so now we have a bunch of tools that allows us like to grab some generic data points, I would say, company name, industry, company size, right? LinkedIn profile, first name, last name, job title. Now we have ChatGPT, which allows us to find some really unique data points that will suit our needs, right? But and everyone uses, right, those generic data points. As a result, we have pretty much generic cold emails. They may be even great in terms of copy, email template, etc. But typically, they all rely on the same data points like company, first name, last name, industry, etc. So here's a new thing, and I think it's going to be a trend in the next few years to rely on intent data and buying signal, because that's how we can be relevant at scale. We as salespeople can be relevant at scale, relying on these intent data points and behavioral data, right? So the first one is hiring signal and job changes intent. So for example, we have our I don't know, ideal customer profile, computer software companies, vice president of sales, located in the US, but it's generic, right? It doesn't mean that this contact or this company is looking for a new sales engagement tool like Reply. But relying on the intent data or signals, we can be more relevant and personalized. Actually, both. For example, when they hire new SDRs, it means that probably they need a new sales tool, they need a sales engagement platform for their SDRs, maybe they need some sales enablement platforms, maybe they need some sales coaching, maybe sales advisor, etc. Right? So that's how we can be relevant based on hiring signals. And we can say, hey, I came across your company's LinkedIn profile and notice that you're currently hiring new SDRs. Since Reply is designed exactly for SDRs, maybe let's chat. So that's how it works, right? So instead of targeting all computer software companies, all VPs of sales, we can target just companies that are currently hiring new SDRs, for example, in our case. And again, typically they say this is a premium data, right? We can sell you it as a separate add-on. But now there are a bunch of tools that allow you to do this like completely for free, I would say, or it's going to be a cost-effective solution like Predict Leads, Loan Scale, GetSonar, Mantix, UserGem, Sieve Data, Trigger AI, Asgard AI. So you can try those platforms. And you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to get this information, or you don't need to ping your software engineers and ask, hey, write us a crawler, like a custom crawler that will go through all these job boards and get what we need, right? So it can be a cost-effective solution as well, and that's how you can save some money for your company or for your business, I would say. Intent data, that's how we can get information about accounts at scale and be relevant at scale. For example, funding, this one is generic, I would say. When they mention keywords on LinkedIn, for example, we can go on LinkedIn and search for posts when they mention something like, I don't know, the last topic I've been searching is like PLG, right? I can find all posts that mention this keyword, and I can personalize my outreach. Hey, Elena, I noticed your post about PLG. Let's chat about a new PLG tool or something. And you can scale this, right? when they more interesting when they mention specific keywords on Twitter or Reddit. Typically, SDRs skip those platforms, but there are a bunch of great opportunities. For example, I just found a post when someone asked, "Does anyone have a light CRM they would recommend?" So it's a great opportunity for an SDR who sells a CRM to get in touch with this prospect, like saying, "Hey, I noticed on Twitter your post, your tweet, and you were looking for a new CRM. Let's chat." Right? It's relevant because they need this tool right now, and more importantly, you can do the same with Reddit. When they when new key hires, when they hire like VPs, C-suite employees, when they launch new products, for example, you can find contacts, accounts that recently launched new tools, new products, and you can probably, when they launch a new tool, they need, I don't know, assistance when it comes to SEO optimization, ads, like branding, etc. So that's how you can be relevant at scale. When they follow specific people on LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. When they follow groups, when they join groups, when company or department grows like very, very fast, for example, on LinkedIn, you can find accounts when their sales headcount growth is bigger than 30%, for example. When they use specific technographics, dark funnel, you can track those. And when it comes to tools, Scrappy Birds, Zenser, Crunchbase, UltraRel, Bombard, they all allow you to grab these unique intent signals, right? So these buying signals. Yeah, and first a quick poll. I'm just curious. Let us know whether or not you have already implemented intent-based prospecting. Just curious to know. Let me launch the poll. Here it is. Just curious to know. And if so, let us know in the comments what tools you use. Really happy to try a few more tools.
Vlad, while we wait for this intent flows, can Rose tool can be of use? Like, is it suitable to set up intent flows? Like, you can ask ChatGPT to scrape socials, let's say, and get this intent data?
Not really. It's hard, but again, you can rely on ChatGPT. It can be also used for intent data, but it's gonna be harder. Yeah, they have integrations with BuildWiz. They have integration with Predict Leads. So, for example, let me show it. I can probably get the list of BuildWiz. I can figure out what technology specific company uses. Okay, it's gonna be harder. Inspect data, results. Oh, there is no information for discount. Okay, let me try maybe reply.io. Inspect data. So, okay, here's the poll results and poll. Okay, so sounds like only 22% of our attendees tried intent-based outreach. If so, let us know in the chat what tools you use. Yeah, that's can be helpful.
Vlad, please show us the results. We don't see this pop up with the results.
Sure, results.
I don't know why. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, sounds interesting. There is Another question from Dilip. What is the OpenAI column about?
OpenAI column about. So basically, Rose and Zapier, they have an integration with ChatGPT or GPT-3, and that's how you can instead of using ChatGPT, right, asking all these questions manually, because you have to each time you have to write something like, do these companies have an integration with, I don't know, Salesforce? You can just streamline the process in the spreadsheet and speed up like the whole like list building process, right? So for example, and that's how I ask question in a row. Ask OpenAI, and that's how it's just a function to ask ChatGPT a question, right? So I can ask anything I want here, and I will get a result.
Thank you, Vlad.
Yeah, let me see. Crunchbase, LinkedIn, okay. Crunchbase, okay, great. Crunchbase is cool for like funding data. Again, LinkedIn, again, bunch of useful filters. I think we will have a webinar eventually about LinkedIn filters and how you can use LinkedIn and sales now more effectively. I think, yeah, we will have another webinar on this topic. So yeah, cool. Okay, so, and we are about to go through our slides. Let's proceed with Q&A. If you have any questions, happy to answer them.
Well, there is a question, can you also do a webinar on LinkedIn sequences and reply-io? Oh, wow, we have a request on the next webinar. That's awesome. Well, definitely. Thank you, Tally. We will, well, have this idea, of course. LinkedIn is another cool functionality that we have at Reply. So yeah, definitely, will do. By the way, if you have any specific requests, like what, for some creative tactics like today, or some just a showcase how it works, yeah. Thank you. We will share the presentation, the rows tables, and the list in Airtable. We'll already send it in chat, but we'll also do that in the email after this webinar. So yeah, let's stay in touch. Please check the email after the webinar, so everything will be there, the recording and slides and all the links. QR codes to keep in touch with us. Well, today with you was me, Olivia Milson, and Vlad Alexienko. We were so happy to share all these tactics, really creative ways to save on data, because that's crazy what AI can do, right? So thank you again, and hope to see you in our next events. Have a good day or whatever time you're in. Bye. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, and see you soon. Take care. Bye.